The new Gangstalking program is a beast. Is a beast. Is using the power of 6 degrees of separation against people to cause them to believe that everything that they see on a pattern basis in terms of people, that they're being followed and being stalked. And even while it might be true, it's probably not going to be true with everybody that you come across in the same places around the same times. Some of these folks, you might just be meeting them every day on your lunch break because you have something to do each day at the same time that they're on lunch break. And they may have to go down a main road with you because where they have to go might be closely located to where you have to go. And you may not have noticed it before now. You may not have noticed it until they got a new car or something of that. Something triggered it. But spiritually, these things could be triggered into paranoia. So for a lot of people who are very revolutionary in their approach and very revolutionary in their mission, just be careful, because not everything that's around you is necessarily gang stalking software. The gang stalking software has a lot to do with causing you to believe that you're being gang stalked more so than you actually being gang stalked. Like I said, stalking is a reality. People do get gang stalked on and offline. But a lot of times what's going on too is it's just really a feed. It's just part of a feedback loop that's being handed back to you. And you're coming across circles of people who you are like, even if you have nothing to do with them, even if you have no worldly association. You know, you both might be very strong-willed. So you'll find yourself crossing paths and ending up in scenarios with strong-willed people. This is part of the philosophy of the dark cloud following somebody, where they have a problem at this place, arguments with this person, and then that doesn't work out. They have to go to another place. They have to change their locale. And at the next place, the same problem, and then the next place, and the next place, and the next place. And they're not even considering that it may be them. And even then, if they do consider it, the fact that they could be the problem, that's only half the problem. Them being whatever the issue is, that's only half of it. The other half is, what are you attracting and who are you attracting? Because that likeness is similar. If you start thinking like a rich person, like a millionaire, who you think you're going to run across? And it's not going to be like what you see in the rap videos. Most millionaires, they want to dress very modestly, especially if they didn't get it off of fame, because there's a lot more people who are in big fortune rather than in big fame. I'll say that again. There's a lot more people that are financially secure, let me add, who have fortunes without fame. So you can pass them by every single day. This person might be taking a walk around the neighborhood, and you might assume that they don't have a car because you never seen them in one. Because you're not up at the hours when they're taking the Bentley to the airport. You're not there when they're taking the road trips to Lake George. You never see this because their house is tucked off a street that you never go down. They live in a gated community, so you don't know where they are or where they're from. You just know where you see them, and you keep seeing them, and you think, that they might be following you. And that's not always the case. Be a superpositionalist to keep yourself from being overly polarized. Just accept the fact that both things are true, and maintain a center ground or a 0 point based on both things being absolutely true. If you greet your neighbors, you're personable to your neighbors, then be personable to all your neighbors, even those who you think are stalking you or gang stalking you. Still say hi to them. What's the worst that could happen if you're respectable to some secret agency that's got their eye on you? They might see you as a person with a revolutionary message, but not necessarily a revolutionary terrorist, because people are being put on you to spy on you, and they see that you're moving with true integrity, and you're really not even here to upset any kind of order. You're just here to make things plain and give people the right information and the right energy to help them adjust through whatever's going on. But to make it very simple, where the person doesn't have to feel like they're special or privileged to get any of the information, thereby negating exclusivity. In this time of alliances, you're going to have that inclusion under Aquarius. You're going to have that inclusion factor. So don't let the gang stalking disturb you. Always know that you have an audience. Always, visible and invisible, you do have an audience. Because at the end of the day, life is a stage.